Fox News was awfully mad that Kermit the Frog gave a graduation speech at the University of Maryland. So let's compare Kermit's graduation speech with dictator Trump's graduation speech, both occurring over the weekend.
Hi-yo, everybody!
That was just the introduction. Did you hear the crowd and did you see the joy on those people's faces?
You're all here to listen to a frog in a very tiny cap and gown give a commencement speech on, what's actually turned out to be a pretty beautiful evening. Here's a little advice, if you're willing to listen to a frog. Rather than jumping over someone to get what you want, consider reaching out your hand and taking the leap side by side. Because life is better when we leap together. It's important to stay connected to your loved ones, stay connected to your friends, and most of all, stay connected to your dreams.
Yep.
No matter how big, no matter how impossible they seem.
Now let's hear what Fox News had to say.
Imagine being a 22-year-old student who is graduating with your degree in aerospace engineering, and a frog from the Muppets is on stage telling you to stay connected with your people. Yes. I mean, you can't even make this up. Instead of honoring entrepreneurs or veterans or innovators, they picked Kermit the Frog.
Jim Henson was an entrepreneur and an innovator, and he went to the University of Maryland, and that's why they picked Kermit the Frog to give the speech, you dumb bitch.
Universities are handing the mic to puppets. Not puppets like many Democratic elected leaders, like a real puppet. It's all theater, literally. So I see this as the same institutions who have been pushing political agendas and cancel culture now want to use a puppet to inspire students.
Yes, I can imagine being a 22-year-old student watching Kermit the Frog give my commencement speech, because that would be fucking awesome and I would always remember it. Do you remember who gave your graduation speech? Because I don't. Speaking of a puppet, now let's hear a clip from Supreme Leader Trump's graduation speech.
Trophy wife. It didn't work out too well.
Trophy wives.
But that doesn't work out too well, I must tell you. A lot of trophy wives doesn't work out. But it made him happy for a little while at least. But he found a new wife. He sold his little boat and he got a big yacht. He had one of the biggest yachts anywhere in the world. He moved for a time to Monte Carlo and he led the good life. And time went by and he got bored. And 15 years later...
You know what's boring? Your speech. I got bored with your speech. At the end of Kermit's graduation speech, he sang Rainbow Connection. The entire crowd got up, held hands, and swayed side by side. Students, faculty, parents, relatives, friends who were in the stands. Everybody sang Rainbow Connection. This jackass right here didn't even stick around to shake the graduates' hands. In years past, President Obama and President Biden stuck around after they gave their speeches at West Point and shook every graduating student's hand. This jackass right here did not do that. He did a speech, went back in his plane, flew back down to Mar-a-Lago, and went golfing. So yeah, Fox News, give me Kermit the Frog's speech any day of the week over Supreme Leader Trump's. Look, Kermit the Frog's speech was less than 15 minutes long. You can watch the entire thing on YouTube. Go look it up. It was amazing. You'll get chills. It was so good. It was so good. And if you want to compare it to a boring, rambling speech that made zero sense whatsoever, talked about trophy wives, go look up Supreme Leader Trump's speech, and then you tell me which speech was better. Look at the smiles on these students' faces. They had the time of their life watching Kermit the Frog. Administration of the University of Maryland. Look at the smiles on their faces. People brought frickin' Kermit the Frog stuffed animals to graduation and was throwing them in the air. Look at the parents. Look how happy they are to see Kermit the Frog. They're looking at Kermit the Frog on a big screen. Any speech that ends with Rainbow Connection is a good speech to me. Fox News can suck it.